What's up, everyone? We are back today on World Flipper taking a look at the new Years Yuwel. I threw him on a team, built him up, and I just wanted to kind of show you guys what he's doing and what that is all about. So we're going to take a look at the team, hop into some gameplay, and show you guys how that's going on. All right, guys, if we hop on over to the team tab, we've got the Yuwel Dark team that I'm running. It is Belsidia base because I looked at Yuwel, I looked at his abilities, and I thought, okay, so he's gonna be one of these, while HP is below 50%, he's gonna get that attack buff. And I'm like, what could be less chaotic than putting him on a team that just all wants to be under 50% HP? So I thought Belsidia is gonna be the perfect option for him, and is chaos. Since it is his showcase, I wanted to keep him in the front slot. He is also going to be giving an attack buff to the party for that 20% boost. So when Viren ultis in that back row slot in column 2, he's going to apply that 20% attack right away. And with how this team is working, with their HP wanting to be below, as he gets weaker, he's going to start triggering in these attack buffs for the party. And we went with Falsh for his support, because Falsh is going to sacrifice HP to activate her ability at the start, so we're going to try to get him down. We want to get this team down in HP as quickly as possible, so we have Mino on Belsidia. Mino's kind of the dynamic duo. She's sacrificing HP with her ulti. She's sacrificing HP at the beginning with her skill 1, so she's getting Belsidia into that threshold. But we wanted the Falsh and the Yuwel column to also follow suit, and it was kind of tricky because, I mean, you want them low so they all do this burst damage, but then they're susceptible to so much because this team is just chaos. I also wanted to see how the prismatic dual blades would function on this team, so I threw them on Marianne. It's that, you know, every time that skill is activated by a dark unit, you're going to get damage up to that 87.5%. You're also going to boost your own skill gauge, because we have Falsh boosting Yuwel at the beginning, so they're going to go first, and then we're going to give that skill gauge over to Marianne and Viren, so Viren can then ulti next, which is going to proc that Habakiri, extra pierce attack damage to the party. And then we've got the Belsidia at the very end, who's supposed to just, you know, be the nuker as she is. So this was kind of an interesting build. I mean, I've tried Rebecca as well. I tried putting on Susuzu, and it wasn't going as I thought it would, so I kind of just kept the Yuwel and Falsh together, proceeded to try the dungeon. This team definitely starts to function a lot stronger as the dungeon goes on. You're going to get weaker. It's going to get really scary because everyone's going to be one shot, but their damage just starts going up like crazy, so it's really fun to watch. I would not say this team is consistent. This is definitely just go in there, have a blast, do a lot of damage, and, you know, RNG your nuke shots, but it's fun, so we're going to try it out. All right, guys, hopping over to the level 70 light Necropolis, we're going to hop on in. We are going to see how this team performs and show you guys kind of just this chaotic synergy of fun that this team starts to function as. So we're going to have the Yuwel and the Falsh ulti first, because as I stated before, that Falsh is going to boost her skill gauge up at the beginning by sacrificing HP. And then we've got the buff from the prismatic blades, which is going to fill up the skill gauge of the Marianne Viren column, so they're going to ulti next. And then this is going to kind of just pierce and break through all these bosses' walls, hit his breakpoints. It's going to get the Habakiri procs and get the attack up for the party. And then Belsidia will ulti, and then Yuwel should be up again. He'll ulti, and he's inflicting that damage now because he's at that 50% threshold. So his HP is down, so his damage is going up, and the party's attack's going up. So it's okay by stage 2. I mean, Belsidia is weak, but Belsidia, if you've played Belsidia teams, she's always kind of just hovering in that really scary red zone. Marianne column's pretty healthy. Yuwel is still hovering at that 50%, which we like to see. We're gonna hit that 1.9 million ulti with Belsidia, and then Yuwel will poison, getting that damage up with the poison that he does. Marianne column will then ulti, getting the Hermit Crab pretty low with that pierce damage, finishing it off there. And then we're gonna go into the third stage with relatively okay HP. It looks like the Yuwel is hovering at that 50%, which we want to see. And Belsidia is actually pretty healthy, picked up that HP pot. And then we're going to ulti with the Yuwel and the Belsidia, so we're going to get the poison debuff and damage up. And then we're going to hit that 2.1 million with Belsidia, and the passive will finish it off. So this was about a 2 minute 45 second run. I was going to say 3 minutes, but it was 2 minutes 45. This team can clear level 70 light Necropolis. Yuwel can be put in that main slot. It isn't consistent because Belsidia can just die randomly with how low her HP is getting. So this team is more just that fun, you know, RNG nuke, get in there, get the run clear. All right, guys, that is going to be it for my coverage of New Year's Yuwel. He was pretty fun using. I mean, he added a little bit of that extra damage to the Belsidia team. They got their HP down. They just kind of blew up the targets when they did go off together, so it was kind of fun to use. It is definitely one of the more reckless builds that I've put together, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new here, if you're enjoying the World Flipper content, if you're looking forward to more gacha content all around, hit that sub button. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Remember, guys, if you hit that thumbs up, it'll help bring my rates up. Peace, guys.